Hi, I'm Linda, and this is No Frills ASMR. So I thought today we could start a NHL National Hockey League playoff bracket, and maybe once in a while we'll update it. I may have to call on my expert to help me out, and my expert, well, let me just say, about, 4 days ago, I think, I posted a video asking with a request for help with this. Hold on, I feel like I'm hearing a noise. I want to just check the camera, the speaker. I'm getting a little feedback. Hopefully you didn't hear that. Okay. And I got some really great comments. So good. So I just thought we could look through them and try to make up the brackets, and hopefully these experts are correct. And if they're not, it's not my fault. No, I'm just kidding. I can tell these people know what they're talking about. So we have here Magic 16106. Okay, NHL Superfan. Now, you know this is going to be correct. NHL Superfan here and played through college. What? That's cool. My brother used to play hockey, not in college, not just as a sport for fun, but he blew out his knee and I think he stopped. Anyway, important notice. This is being written early Thursday evening on April 30th. Today is May 2nd, so that is an important note, and I should have asked if there were any updates because I'm sure there are, but oh well. The NHL playoffs begin with 16 teams. Okay, so based on that, I made up this bracket. So we have room for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 teams. Okay. Each series is a best of 7 games. So it takes a while for these. First team to 4 wins moves on. So once you have 4, then you have the best of 7. As of right now, we are almost finished with the first round. 3 series have finished. The other 5 could end as early as Friday night. I should have asked for this. I bet there's an update. Definitely done with the first round by Sunday. And next week, we move to round 2, with 8 teams playing in 4 series on the way to the Stanley Cup Championship, which is right here. Okay. General notes for each series. The playoff bracket, just like other sports, is divided into 2, a Western Conference and an Eastern Conference. I did a video last year on the NHL and which teams are in which conference, and you can just look up NHL hockey, no frills, ASMR, or something like that. It'll come up. I have a few. I have a playlist too. I think that's sports. It's in there. All right. So, but this year I've been out of it. I don't know what's going on. I have my Red Wings hat here because I'm originally from Detroit, but I don't think they're even in the playoffs as far as I know. All right. Western Conference. So I am going to put Western over here and Eastern over here because in my mind, that makes sense. Although that's weird, isn't it? Because on a map, East would be here and West would be here. Why do I feel like West should go here? Isn't that weird? No, on a map, West would be here. And yeah, my brain is smarter than my brain. What? Okay. All right, so Western Conference. First, Colorado Avalanche. All right, so we'll put C-O. I hope this person's right. I'm writing them down. L-A. I should have not written all caps. I'll never fit it. Oh, yeah, I will. Colorado Avalanche and L-A Kings. Okay. Colorado was the most successful team this season. They are a powerhouse. Really. They won the cup in 2022. Just what I know. I don't remember that. The team is deep. That means, for those who aren't sports people, deep means not only do they have great players, but if those players get hurt, they got more players below who are ready to go. Deep is like a sport term. Okay. The team is deep and has been considered a contender, I think you mean say, almost every season over the last several years. Nathan McKinnon and Cale Maker are two of their most important players. They are betting favorites to win the whole thing. Okay, so if you're going to Vegas, you might put on the Avalanche. They have already won the first round by sweeping LA in 4 straight games. Okay, so they already won this one. So we put Avalanche here. Okay. LA kind of snuck into the playoffs and are in a tricky spot for the next couple of years. Some really good talent and some leaving. Kings player Anze Kopitar, played his last game this playoff as he retires. Instant Hall of Famer and played all 20 years of his career with LA. Pretty universally loved. That's cool. I kind of like it when a guy plays a whole, like lifespan. What's the word? Career in one team, because then that team can feel such a love of that player. Like I saw one person, it may be in these comments, I don't remember, who I think was in a football comment actually, the draft. I made an NFL draft thing. But somebody made a comment that you need to love the team and not the players because the players move so much. I was like, oh, it's kind of interesting, I guess. Yeah. Okay. Oh, no. I just thought of something. These might not be in order of who plays here. Oh, shoot. You know what? We're going to do this different. Hold on. I think I'll write them for now on cards and I can set them in. And then when I learn, because I don't know who the matchups will be. Okay, let's do that. We can cut them out. That's okay. I didn't think of that because this team might not play. I don't know if he has these in the right order. You know what I mean? Okay. So we have the Minnesota's MN, right? Yeah, I think so. Minnesota Wild and the Dallas. We can't do state. Dallas. All right. We'll just write it because I don't know an abbreviation. Stars. This series is currently Wild with 3 wins and Stars with 2. Oh, wow. So this could be over by now. That wasn't straight. Okay. Minnesota Wild and Dallas Stars. 2-2-2. Okay. 2 grinding teams. Lots of mixed talent on both teams, young and old. This is the 3rd time in several years these teams have faced each other. For the Wild, look out for goal scorer Kirill Kaprizov and Matt Boldy. For Dallas, keep an eye on Wyatt Johnston and Jason Robertson. The series also has 2 of the best defensemen in hockey, Quinn Hughes, who was traded to the Wild in December, and Miro Heiskanen for Dallas is always solid. I like that you're telling me all the players and everything because that really does make you feel like an understanding, Anyway, okay. So now we have Vegas Golden Knights. We'll just do LV. Golden Knights. And the Utah Mammoth. This is the one I said. Somebody in a comment mentioned the Mammoth and said it's the only team that isn't. I think I know it. I think I said Mammoths, and they politely, not rude, politely said it's Mammoth. And I said, is that the only team that's like an animal that isn't plural? And we didn't think of anything else, like the bears, the lions, the, what other animals are there? Cougars? I don't know. Anyway, that's okay. And the mammoths. Let's see if we can make this one a little bit smaller, maybe. Take a little there. Okay. Okay. But Vegas is currently up 3-2 against Utah. That could have changed by now. Vegas is always a threat. They won the Cup in 2023. They have a cutthroat management team that does anything to get the talent they think they need to win. Wow. This year, they picked up one of the best two-way forwards in hockey with Mitch Marner from Toronto. The common joke about him is how he disappears in the playoffs. Interesting. Vegas is third favorite in betting odds. Third. Utah is formerly the Arizona Coyotes. The Utah Mammoth was the Arizona Coyotes. See? Coyotes has an S. Awesome, they are seeing success after moving away from what was terrible ownership. Utah is very exciting to watch, young and high energy. Vegas is more of a system and wants to slow things down. Interesting. For Utah, watch Logan Cooley to be a real difference maker. All right, Logan Cooley. So if you're placing your bets, I mean, I don't know who this. He's an NHL superfan. Okay, Edmonton Oilers. We're just gonna write that because I actually think. Well, no, it's not. Never mind. I was gonna say I think that's their like team name is Edmonton Oilers, but I guess not. They go by the Oilers, don't they? But anyway, Oilers. And the Anaheim Ducks, which is actually named after the movie, not the other way around. Right? I think so. See, Ducks has an S. All right. Currently, Ducks are ahead 3-2 against the Oilers. Really? The Oilers story is pretty straightforward. The same as it has been the last several years. Can the best player in hockey, Connor McDavid, and his wingman, Leon Draisaitl, maybe, carry this team forward? I don't know, can they? They are getting decent defense sometimes, and have struggled with goaltending. If they fail to win the cup again, it's a problem. The Oilers have lost in the finals to the Florida Panthers the last 2 years. Is the third time a charm? The Ducks are a rowdy, rough group. They have some big bruisers and some young talent and have performed extremely well this season. Much better than expected. Leo Carlsson, a big name, as is veterans Jacob Trouba and Chris Kreider. Probably Kreider. They will hurt you and laugh when they do. I like that. That's funny. That's hockey. That is hockey. Okay, so here we go. So these ones, as of Thursday, we only had the Avalanche. Eastern Conference in comment. Okay, so then he does Eastern. I love, thank you so much. This is actually awesome. And you know what? I think this person wrote this. I don't even think there was AI used because there are certain little mistakes and things I look for AI comments, and I don't think this person used it. So good on you, bro. Or he or she, I can't really tell. I shouldn't assume this is a man. All right. Next we have on the Eastern Conference, so we're going over here. Where am I setting my scissors? I don't want them to make a clunky noise. Hold on. As I clunk everything, I'll put it on there. Okay. Buffalo Sabres. Sabres. Okay. And the Boston Bruins. Okay. Currently 3-2 as of Thursday, with the Sabres winning. Boston is an aging team that secured a few new places to stay competitive. David Pastrnak. Pastrnak. It's STRN. Pastrnak. There's no Enak. It's Pastrnak. Pastrnak. Like pastrami. Anyway, is carrying them forward. They weren't expected to have an easy year, but under new coach Marco Sturm, they have been performing well. They are the last in the betting odds to win. Oh, okay. The Sabres might be the story of the playoffs. Ooh, first time in the playoffs since 2011. Wow. Nobody expected them to be real contenders, but this young group just finds ways to win. They made some management changes early this season, and since January, they have been the best team in the league. Really? Rasmus Dahlin and Tage Thompson are a force. I've never seen the name Tage, T-A-G. Sabres have one of, if not the best goalie team in the playoffs. Currently 6th in the odds to win. All right. You know what I would do? Put my money on the Sabres in Vegas. That's what I'd do. Because a team like that not as many people are betting on, that's where you win. I'm not telling you to bet. It's bad. All right. Tampa Bay Lightning. I have trouble spelling the word lightning. I gotta look. Let's see. Lightning. It's just lightning. It's not hard, Linda. Come on. And Montreal Canadiens. Oops. Shoot. Made it D. Okay. Montreal is currently ahead 3-2 against the Lightning. Montreal is another fun young team to watch. They have been poised over the last couple of years to be a really good team for several years going forward. They just needed a couple of things to go right and a couple of pieces. It seems they have found them. If they can get good goaltending, they could... Oh, then I lost my spot. They could go on a run. A Canadian team hasn't won the Stanley Cup since 1993. What? I did not know. So for the Canadians, having two real threats in Montreal and the Edmonton Oilers is something to cheer for. Nick Suzuki is leading this young group. The Tampa Bay Bolts are kind of the opposite. Oh, so the Lightning, they call them the Bolts? Didn't know. Another veteran team with Hall of Famer goalie in Andrei, Vasilevsky. Nikita Kucherov is also one of the best players in hockey over the last several years. Their captain is currently injured and not playing. So can the veterans hold off the energy of Montreal? That's bad. I gotta rewrite that. Hold on. I don't like it. Montreal. Am I spelling Canada wrong? Canada. Why does this look so bad? Canadians. It looks like it says Cambodians or something. I don't know. That's not right. What am I doing wrong? Hold on. Canadie. I don't know why that looks, my eyes are reading it as wrong, but okay. All right. Carolina Hurricanes. I thought it was Carolina Hurricane. It isn't S. Carolina Hurricanes and Ottawa Senators. Okay. Carolina has already won 4-0, sweeping the Senators. Okay, that's why I was wondering. I was like, why didn't he mention Ottawa also being in the playoffs? But that's why. Okay, so with this one, we already know that the Hurricanes have moved forward. And that we knew on Thursday, so we can put them right here. Okay. There was hope for Ottawa, led by Brady Chukchuk, who, with his brother Matthew in Florida, have been at the center of some fun controversies recently regarding podcasts. What? I don't know what that. Okay. Tell me more. The Olympics, etc. Oh. I might actually do know about that. Wait. Is that... I'm not going to try to guess because if I'm wrong, I'll sound stupid. Okay. They either love or hate him, but they lost. Caroline is a deep, deep team that just hasn't been able to put together a good playoff run. They have been in but haven't managed to go to the finals since they won in 2006. They've made it to the second to last round 6 times since 2002, as recently as 2019 and 2023 and last year. Wow. Can they finally complete a championship run? They are second in odds. They are second in odds favorites, being led by players like Logan Stankoven and goalie Frederik Andersen, who is playing awesome. They are second in odds favorites, so they're after the Avalanche. Interesting. Okay. And then we have the Philadelphia Flyers. And the Pittsburgh Penguins. Also known as the Pens. The Philadelphia Flyers have the funniest... What's his name? Scrum or... No, wait. You know what I'm talking about. The mascot. Okay. This series is also over with the Flyers winning over the Penguins 4-2. How do they decide who plays who in the next round? I guess I don't know that answer. Okay, so we already know the Flyers have won their game. These are getting too big. I guess I should have made this bigger. The Penguins are an old team with Hall of Famer Sidney Crosby and Malkin. I can't think how to say his name, and I know this. If Malkin, I should know that. Anyway, Malkin reaching the end of their careers, hoping for one more magical run before... I'm just having trouble reading. I feel like Sidney Crosby's been playing hockey for like 30 years. Is that true? I feel like yes. Hoping for one more magical run for Sid before he retires, but not this year. The Flyers also overperformed to expectation this year. Solid team. They will meet Carolina, okay, so that's right, in the second round for a tough challenge for them. Right in the middle of the pack for betting favorites. Watch newer players like Porter Martone team up with veterans like Travis Konechny to push them further. Wow. Thank you so much, Magic. That was awesome. You have filled out my bracket. But I'm sure some of these have already been played. But let's see if anyone else comments and tells us. I have no idea. These are other comments. I have no idea what hockey is even about, so it'll be fun to learn. Yeah, it is. Okay, that was Kate. Brooklyn says, hi, I'm hockey. I think you mean I'm a hockey, but we get you. Okay. Oh, this is funny. Her name is Brooklyn Costanza. Does that have to do with George? I don't know. Hey, I'm hockey and an ASMR fan, so I'm always looking for NHL ASMR content. Cool. I have other videos in the playlist, but I don't do a lot because hockey is so many games. Same thing with baseball. It's like, that's why football is easier to do because they don't have as many games, you know? But anyway, not sure if you use HBO Max, but they have the games on there. Okay, I saw you said this. I did look it up one time, but you had to pay extra to see sports, I think, unless I was over on Peacock. But I thought it was on HBO. And it said, like, I get the HBO that has commercials, the cheap one you get on Black Friday. By the way, sidebar, if you look for streaming and you want the cheapest deals, every Black Friday, they give you such good deals on all the streamers. You have to use like new email addresses all the time. But I think I get HBO for like, I don't know how much HBO, but I think it's like under $5 a month. I get Hulu for $2.99. I get, what else? Peacock was like $30 for the year. It's a deal. Anyway, okay. Either that or they should have them on cable. I don't have cable. Yeah, I could look on my antenna, I guess. I'm a huge Rangers fan. Very disappointed in them this year. So I honestly haven't been paying much attention either. But I'm definitely rooting for the Minnesota Wild and the Buffalo Sabres. Just watched Minnesota beat the Dallas Stars, and it was great. Even if you don't know much about hockey, drawing out a bracket for the next round, when this one is over, could be fun and relaxing. Again, it doesn't really matter if you know much about the teams or not. If you want a sense of the teams you're picking in a bracket, you can always watch an overview of the whole round. I usually listen to them when I make breakfast or I'm driving. Yeah, me too. Anyway, good luck. Or when I'm cleaning, I do that. I root for the Vegas Golden Knights. That's an easy team to root for. I think they win a lot. They are currently up 3-2 in the series against Utah. Let's see, when did he do that? 1 day ago. So it's been an incredible series, very chippy. That means they're fighting. The first home playoff game in Salt Lake City's history was Game 3, and the crowd was electric. Utah won that game, but Vegas has come back to win the last two, including a double overtime victory last night in Game 5. That's exciting. The Knights are in an odd spot because they fired their head coach with 8 games left in the season and brought in a new coach. Since then, they are 10-3 combined in the regular season and playoffs, and they look like they've turned the corner and are playing really good hockey again. But Utah is still incredibly dangerous. Vegas in 6 was my prediction before the series started, but it wouldn't shock me at all if the Mammoth win the next game in Utah and we get our Game 7. Your videos are so relaxing. Thank you for excellent ASMR. Oh, thanks. That was Sauce Shoots. Who, based on this, I might have a channel. I don't know. Oops. Hold on. Oops. Okay. Hi, Linda. I'm so excited that you're doing a video revolving around the playoffs. I'm a fairly new hockey fan, but I've been having a lot of fun picking a couple of teams to root for since my own team, the San Jose Sharks, didn't quite make the cut. I may or not be a curse on teams I choose, though, because so far everyone I like has gone out. The Pens and the Oilers. The Oilers. Oh, so he's saying this one lost. All right, hold on. When did he write that? 22 hours ago. Okay. So we must have a Ducks win right here. Sorry, hold on. must have won that one based on that comment. Okay. I've been watching the Sabres-Bruins series pretty closely too, and I would love for the Sabres to win just for the narrative satisfaction. A 15-year playoff drought is so tough, and it would suck for them to go out in the first round. On the other hand, my favorite position is goalie, and I love Boston's Jeremy Swayman. He's been carrying the team on his back for the past couple of games, and I really think he deserves a win. Also, I'm super invested in the Canadiens Lightning series. I have an irrational hatred of Florida sports teams, but the Montreal guys are so much fun to watch. We're sitting at 3-2 Montreal's favor, and they go back to Bell Center tonight for Game 6. Okay, so this is very new. What did he say here? Hold on. Sabres Bruins game closely. Okay, so that one's not done. All right. Let's go Ducks, says Esme. And SoCal girl here and a Ducks fan. No one suspected us to be in the playoffs this year. We are usually not thought too highly of, but we are a young team with fresh players. We have a newish coach. We are in the midst of rebuilding and are an up-and-coming team. As I said, no one thought we would be where we are this season. We have high energy at times and a great goaltender. So here's to the future Stanley Cup. Go Ducks. All right. And then Kathy responded, congratulations to the Anaheim Ducks. All right. I did not expect this when I woke up this morning. Well, now it's past 9 o'clock at night. LOL. Okay. Germstein says, Germstein. That's funny. The Detroit Red Wings have missed the playoffs again this year for the 9th season in a row. That's pretty sad. I've turned my focus to Detroit Tiger baseball. How are they doing? Because when I used to live there, they sucked. Although we used to go to quite a few games. It's always kind of fun to go to games. They used to play at the Tiger Stadium, but now I think they have a new stadium. I haven't been there. All right. Floor Blue QC. I only follow a bit of what's up with Montreal and Tampa Bay. I'd say most people only follow their own team, I guess. Yeah. Unless they're hardcore hockey fans, like the guy at the beginning. You don't have to follow everything. Find what team is geographically closer to you and root for them. Yeah. Go Minnesota Wild, says Tom Nook. We won. Oh, we won. Hughes and Boldy are insane. The series against the Avalanche would be absolute cinema. So I don't know if this person's saying they won like that night or did they win the series. It's possible we have a wild Avalanche, but I don't know. We have a wild Avalanche. That's what I would name that series. Okay. Shannon Cobber says, it's me. I'm the one begging. Ha. Yeah. Oh, yeah. She said, I beg you. It's funny. Thank you, Linda. I'm personally rooting for the Sabres. They're coming off the longest playoff drought in NHL history and are currently 3-2 against the Bruins. When was this? 1 day ago. Right now, they're the underdogs of all underdogs, and the city of Buffalo is losing their minds over it. A notable absence from this year's playoffs are the Florida Panthers, who won the Stanley Cup back in 2024 and 2025 and actually finished 25th out of 32 in the league and 14th out of 16 in the Eastern Conference. Isn't that interesting how a team can do that? I mean, probably injuries, but I don't know anything about it. But isn't that wild? Okay. Myron Bender. Hey, Myron. He watches the football ones too. Minnesota Wild is playing the Dallas Stars. That's all I know. And I hope the Wild are winning. Go Wild. And Timberwolves. Timberwolves. They're no Timberwolves. They're no Timberwolves. Is that like a football league thing? Timberwolves. I can't remember. All right. Wild. So, I don't know. They could be here already. I'm not sure. Logan Stankoven. That is all. And we know about Logan because that other first person said it. Top is selected. Hold on. Let me see if there are more comments. Hold on. Let's see if I missed any. Because sometimes they block them. Let's go Ducks. Yeah, I read that one. Logan. Okay. Yeah. Biggest night. Miss playoff. Okay. Yeah, I think we read them all. So, I mean, special shout out. Oh no. My phone is dying on me. Hopefully it kept recording. I don't know why my phone isn't charging while plugged in right now. So I have to go because my phone's going to die. If it cuts off, just know I'm saying goodbye right now. But shout out, thank you to Magic who helped me get this done. And I don't know if you want Magic, I don't have your name on me. If you want to like write up for the next round things we should look for, I'll read it again because you did such a great job. Like, I couldn't research it and do better than what you're doing because you know your stuff. So if you want, obviously, you know, it's not a requirement. Your homework tonight. And then once we have these set up, we could do another video just talking about those games maybe. So if you want, throw it in the comments and I'll look for your comment. But I totally understand if you don't want to, because I'm sure that's a lot of work. Anyway, all right, guys, thank you so much for watching. So it's possible we already have this game set up, Wild and Avalanche.